Always a pleasure to have Ottawa City Councillor Mathieu Fleury on our show. Usually we've been talking a lot about the United Way. We're kind of switching hats today.
Another hat.
Another hat. And this is an interesting project that you have underway, because I actually read an article in the paper last week about how we're trying to make Ottawa this better city and get it off the kind of the naughty city list of people that are saying it's boring, it's not a lot of fun. And there's actually this author or this gentleman, Mr. Brûlé.
Tyler Brûlé.
Yes. And I wasn't impressed with him when I read the article. And then I'm finding out that he's actually coming here. This is something that you guys are bringing him in. So give us the whole scope of what you envision here.
So here's how it started. A couple of months ago, over a year now, Tyler wrote an article in the Financial Post in the UK saying how horrible of a city Ottawa was.
Okay.
He lived here in the 80s.
Okay, but the 80s, I mean, that was a long, long time ago. There was nothing
We've
going
changed.
on here in the city in the 80s, right?
Well, I don't know. There must have been something. The Rough Riders were here.
There you go.
But,
Okay.
you know, I'm a big fan of this city. I love it. And I think when someone likes him who writes this article, this magazine monthly, who rates the top cities in the world, livable cities in the world, on design, culture, business, global affairs, we want to be in there. We want to be one of these top 25 cities in the world.
Okay. Not only are we not in the top 25, you actually didn't have a lot of great things to say.
Exactly.
So you kind of see this coming out, and then now it's a way of switching it around, saying how can we change?
Yeah, and it's not all about Tyler Brûlé. It's about bringing ideas to the forefront. We, like you and I talked about it, we have the LRT coming, Lansdowne, 150th anniversary of our city in 2017. We want to be ready. We want to tie things together and make it look all pretty and make sense of it. I think you and I are born here. We love this place. We think it's the best thing, right? So, but how can we promote it worldwide? And how can we promote it to other cities in Canada? Vancouver's on this list. Toronto's on this list. How can we make it on the top 25 cities in the world? Because I think, you know, we don't just have the best water, we have the best place to live.
I want to say so. So you're looking actually at the general public, because while you have Tyler Brûlé coming to speak and to do this whole presentation, you're looking actually for people to create ideas and generate ideas in itself.
That's right. We want to do, and there's a lot of award ceremonies in Ottawa, but often they recognize things that people have done or organizations have done. What we want to do is have a $50,000 chunk for ideas. So we'd select one idea. So let's say, I don't know, let's think of a bridgehead before it was bridgehead. If someone would come here and say, hey, I'm a local person, here's my business plan and here's what I'd like to do, we can give it you know, a $50,000. And it's not city related, it's not in my role as a councillor, it's as a resident of Ottawa, I believe that we need to promote, you know, new ideas, new ways of doing things, and this is one of them. So we're tying in an awards ceremony, an ideas fair, and this visit this year of Tyler Brûlé.
Okay, so this is an ideas fair. So what would you say to people at home then who have these ideas, who have these potential businesses? What would they do then to be able to get involved?
So for this year, we're going to launch the award piece, the ideas piece, but we're not giving the grant this year.
Okay. You have to build this up.
We'd have to fundraise,
have
right,
to raise money.
and do it next year.
Okay.
But if people have ideas on how we can frame it, we have everything's on our website at ideasvibe.com, and they can pitch how they want this to be structured. It's really community-based. We want to see how Ottawa can come together, have this great idea, and really pitch it. And it's not just Shopify, it's not just the national capital. We're a lot more, and we can show it through this event.
Do you think you'll see some interesting responses?
I do, because from the article last week, we've already received tons of emails on how people can get involved and sort of ideas that are out there.
I was actually a little upset at the article. Like, I was reading it through and I'm like, I just don't get this. I don't know, it's just when you're born and raised in a city and then you see the city evolve and you see how much growth is there. You want people to recognize it.
Yeah. But how do we...
So if we're not on the top 25, I understand, but to be on a negative list is just not right for the city.
Yeah, and I think when someone's out there in the UK, lived here, why can't they understand why it's so great to live here? It's not just the outdoors, it's not just, you know, the federal precinct, it's everything else, right? And we believe in it. How can we promote it?
Okay, so there's a chunk of money up for grabs. The fundraising is going to start. You'll be able to launch some of those grants into next year. And then for people, there's information available. Can they get to this event where Tyler Brûlé is going to be speaking?
Yeah, we're going to do more promo and launch a website in the coming months.
Okay.
It's happening April 18th, we're hoping.
You're hoping?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have more information coming your way as it goes through. So this is the guy's, this is what he writes, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Monthly.
Monocle. All right, there it is. Our city's not on there. Eventually we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah, nice campaign going though. And good luck with the rest of the United Way. I know it's been incredibly busy for you guys.